What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Crown Conversations, and I am your host, King Lonnie. Man, and I know y'all been wondering where the hell have I been? How come I haven't been dropping that heat? How come I haven't been coming here to talk to y'all? I ain't forgot about y'all, but there's been a couple uh, changes in my life, and I'm here to talk about that and some more shit. Um, First and foremost, I finally decided let me get off my ass because let me get it off my ass. Let me go get me another job. You know what I'm saying? So that way now I'm working. I want to say two jobs, working 7 days a fucking week. Ain't that some shit? So that's probably why I haven't really been having time. I've been, working and resting, working and resting, working and resting. And of course still being a father, so uh a lot of this stuff plays a big toll on my body. You know, like I'm kinda burnt out, honestly. You know. I know it's been probably 3 weeks, about 3 weeks, almost a month since I came and talked to y'all, you know. So and I just wanna be honest. I don't know if I ever said it on any of the other podcasts or any of the other episodes. I'm sorry, but I just want to give y'all a quick update on what I've been going through. First and foremost, I don't know if like I said, I don't know if I spoke on it, but in January, I was laid off from my previous job. Now they came up with some excuses on I think it was just bullshit. I feel like, something happened where they were trying to find a reason to get rid of people. And from me being the least experienced, I believe I was on that list. Um, so that kind of put me in a real bad situation. I still haven't really fully recovered from the year before. I had, things got a little bit better. So it's just like these past 2 years, well, even though the year hasn't all the way, hasn't really, it's just now getting started. We're only 5 months in. So, but little slow starts, little setbacks. So I haven't been where I needed to be, what I'm saying, financially and mentally, you know. So I don't know, last year I was in the car accident. This year I was laid off, and see, I'm the type of person I don't want to be sitting on my behind, but that kind of I thought I will be able to quickly get back and recover, get in a job and recover, but that wasn't the case. So I can't remember when did. Oh yeah, I got into Amazon driving again, which something I didn't think that I would be returning to. Got into that. I hate that job. I'm still there, still currently employed. I'm looking for the exit out of that, but I feel like, during the layoff, went through a little financial situation where money just slowed up, but the bills keep coming, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that went through something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but I'm speaking facts. I'm able to manage to still pay the rent, still, even though if I be late, still pay the car note, even though I be late, bills, this stuff just started to pile up. So recently, I just started this job probably about, I would say maybe what? This is the going on the third week. Let's say that. Going on the third week. Everything's good. Went through the training, everything. Then I finally, be able to get my own, be able to work on my own. I don't know if y'all hear that, but that's the train that I told y'all about in the previous episode. But that was a situation And then they should know my car. I mean, my vehicle. I don't know what the hell happened. It just, so I got that in the shop right now, and it's just like I'm not trying to, hit y'all with no sad story or nothing like that, but I'm just letting y'all know, man, life happens, and there's nothing you can do about it but just keep moving, keep on grinding. So hopefully, I'm hoping I can see about that. I mean, hear something good. Hopefully, they can fix it this week. Because I would hate to have to keep spending money on Ubers, buses, and just paying people. I hate it. I'm so independent, man. I hate asking people for shit. I really do. Um, but I just hope that that situation is over and I could be back to doing what I need to do. So that could be one less thing that I have to worry about. That'll be a little bit of relief, knowing that I'm back rolling. But, like I say, life happens. There's people in worse situations. I just wanted to share that with y'all. That's kind of what I'm going through at the moment. So I can't always come back to y'all and, do a podcast, which I said that I will be able to do one every week. But, life happens where you want to do one thing, then something else comes up. You know what I'm saying? This is life. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to make me stronger at the end of the day. Get through this, and it's gonna just hopefully I can be a little bit more prepared for when something else comes around. Because I know once this situation fixes, it's gonna be something else. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that I can be prepared. You know, um, so that's that. And what I want to talk to y'all about is why it's good to keep fighting, man. I know everybody probably wake up, you got to go to a shitty job you don't want to go to. Bills coming, not enough, but bills coming fast, but the money ain't. You know what I'm saying? Keep fighting, man. Find a way to figure some shit out. Figure out a way. How can you go harder? You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Have that faith, like I said in the previous episode, you gotta have faith, man. And in this episode, I'm gonna add on to that, keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put up a fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody kick your ass. Don't let life kick your ass. Don't let nobody else kick your ass. You're not gonna win every battle. You can't win all of them. But as long as you put up a fight, you know, it's gonna be less damage that to take in and shit. You gotta take some to give some. So not all the time you gonna win. You know what I mean? So just keep fighting. You never know, man. You might fight, you never know when you're gonna win. You just gotta keep going, And that's just part of the game, part of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna make you a strong individual. Just keep going. Keep grinding. Um with that being said, and you gotta put in the work. If you wanna be somewhere, if you wanna pay pay your bills, pay your debts off, you gotta put in the work. I ain't want to go work no fucking 7 days a week, get 2 jobs. I ain't never thought that I'd do that. But I just said, I'm tired of it. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to be there to save you. No one's there to save you. No one's here to save you. No one's going to save you. You got to go through life, with or without people, with or without help. So you got to be able to do that shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you would think like that you will break your back for people. You would think that they do the same for you, but they won't. You know what I mean? They won't do the same thing because they are them and you are you. You know what you capable of doing for other people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm solidified when it comes to that. Like niggas know I get it straight off my back. I've done it plenty of times, literally. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't want to talk about what I done. Motherfuckers know. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you can't find you in other people. So if you trying to look for that, trying to find you in someone else, it's not gonna happen. You might find people that's similar in a way, but you're not gonna find you in them. But like I say, man, you gotta put in the work. Whatever you want. You want a new job? You want to go on a vacation? You want to put some funds up? You want to have a certain amount of money saved up out here, you gotta put in the work. You can't sit there like, hey, can I have this? Hey, can I have that? You can't sit there and always be, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Fuck that. Get it yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you really need, because that's how I am. If I really need help, like I really look at, try to find 30 different scenarios on how I could do something. Like today, like when I dropped my car off at the shop, my car is all the way in Lakewood. I live in Garfield. My job, the new job that I work at is in Middleburg. So I had got my car towed over to the shop over there in Lakewood. Dropped that off, and I don't know when I'm gonna get that back, but I end up walking from there all the way to West 117th. I know that's not really far from the shop, but instead of calling somebody, hey, can you come get me? Can you come get me there? I hopped on the bus, took the rapid, took the bus all the way home. You know what I'm saying? Then walked the rest of the way. That's just me being on some independent shit. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm a fair type of person. Somebody doing a favor for me like that, I want to be at least pay them. And I just like, man, I'm dishing out too much money as is. So I just like, let me just figure this shit out myself. Rather it's, if I gotta walk, catch the bus, I gotta do it myself. It's just I'm very independent with certain shit, man. But that was good. And along the way, when I was in the along the way when I was in the tow truck, man, I met a the person that towed my car. His name was Alex. His name was Alex, and he, Hispanic dude. Cool as hell, man. He opened up to me. I don't even know dude. I don't know dude from a can of nowhere, but he, we had a real conversation on the way there. For even though it was like 17 minutes, we talked the whole way, and he was just telling me, man, he did 8 years in the feds. He just was thinking all the time that he missed out on his kids and his wife, his family. He telling me everything. Said he been in the feds. Said he uh, worked for the Michigan cartel, and I'm like I'm like, man, I ain't know none of that stuff. It was just real interesting, man. I wanted to, that would have been a cool person to talk to, but he basically, man, he kind of remind me of me. Like I ain't gonna say I've been to the feds or did no long bids or anything like that. I didn't do that, but just where his head was at, like he so much time that he missed out on, and he just wish he could just turn back the hands of time, and tired of being a criminal. He just want to do everything right. You know what I'm saying? If he got to go work a 9 to 5, he got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I applaud him for that, man. Dude, 33 years old, you know, he doing this thing though, man. A tow truck driver, he doing this thing though. You feel me? It's a lot of people I know, they get out of jail and they get so used to being locked up, so just so used to the shit, and they go right back. He said, I ain't trying to go back there, bro. I'm trying to stay the fuck away from that, from that shit, and raise his fucking family. And I applaud him for that. So, man, Alex, man, if you so happen to come across this, man, I applaud you, bro. I salute you, bro. And we need more people like that in the world today. People that's willing to change. You see, going to jail, that shit ain't cool. But it seems like the young generation, they so into jail and living crime, doing crime and having ops and shit like that. Is that shit is played out. So for people that do 8 years in the Fed being locked up, and I applaud a nigga like that that's trying to change their life. You know, that's real big, man. Um, but yeah, I applaud you for that, Alex. It was good meeting you. But one of the other things that I would like to talk to y'all about, man. One of that is, man, it's okay to cry, man. As a man, you know, they say you weak if you cry, man. I don't believe that shit, bro. I ain't going by that. Everybody be feeling like you gotta be tough, man. Sometimes it's cool to show that other side, man. Just let that shit out. Cause keeping shit bottled up, man, that shit ain't good for you. That shit ain't good for your health, man. keeping shit bottled up. Sometimes you gotta let that shit out. Sometimes you gotta go talk to people about your problem. Somebody. I don't give a fuck who it is, whether it's a therapist or a close homie, girlfriend, mother, somebody. You gotta let that shit out, and it's okay to cry. You know, everybody be feeling like you don't want nobody to see you cry. Sometimes you got to let you know, like, man, I'm going through something, man. You know, and people may take you serious, they might not, but you know, it's good to cry. It's good to vent, man. Let that shit out, bro. Cause you know, during the situation when I was laid off, and the first time when I first got the news, you know, I cried like, what do this mean? Like, damn, I'm laid off. I ain't never been laid off a day in my life. I ain't even been working that long though. You know, compared to people that been working for 18 some years and shit like that. You know, I ain't know what to do. I ain't know what was next. None of that. You know, I ain't filed for unemployment. I'm just like, damn, man, I got a whole fucking son, and I feel like I'm failing him. You know, I'm failing him. I can't do nothing. You know, even though I was doing things, you know, finding ways to do stuff like doing Amazon Flex and DoorDash just to make sure that I could get some diapers or some baby food, whatever. I was doing what I could, but I feel like I could be doing more. I felt like I was failing my son, like all this shit coming up. But one thing one thing that I learned about that, you got to move at your own pace. You know, I didn't. You know, my son his my son mom is kind of, I felt like, because she like to spend her money and she feel like I gotta spend my money like that. See, I take more of the discipline way. I like to see things. I know my son need diapers. I know my son need wipes, food and shit like that. I know that. But when it comes to like extra stuff, that he doesn't have to have right away, I think I think to myself, and that's just with anything. I think like, do I need to? Should I buy this right now? Or if I buy this right now, am I gonna need this money now? Like if I spend $200 now on this, am I gonna need that $200 to pay a bill? Any bill come, I like to do that first before I just feel like I got it to blow. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a woman thing, a woman thing. They like to spend money. The man, he wanna, have a couple thousands saved up. I want to be financially stable. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to make sure when my son get a certain age, I can do whatever he wants. If he want this, he want that, he want to go here, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be figuring out, damn, how am I about to pay this bill or how am I about to pay rent? I don't want to. I don't want to do that. So I take things a little slower than you know his my son mom and shit like that. You know, I take things a little bit slower. I'm not in a rush to do anything like that, and that's part of, you know, a stressful thing, stressful because it's just like I want to be the man, you know, but at the same time I can't let nobody rush my pockets. I can't let nobody spend my money that I'm working hard for. I can't do that. So yes, I have to be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more strategic when it comes to my spending and my saving. So that's just me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to move at your own pace. Don't let nobody speed up your process, man. Slow it. If you gotta slow it down, slow it down. If you gotta put up, $10 a check, put that up. You ain't always gotta just leap to something big. You know what I'm saying? Leap to something humongous, something up here. Sometimes take your baby steps, man. You gonna get there regardless, bro. It might take a little bit of time, and if anybody feel like you moving too slow, let them just let them go. Let them go, in front of you. Let them speed things up, cause let them move in their own pace. You know what I'm saying? You move, make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure that you know, yes, make sure you comfortable. Make sure you're not rushing nothing, because when you rush, that's when you fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Slow shit down. And if you too slow, let them go. Tell them, hey man, if I'm too slow for you, you good. You can be free. You can go do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. If you want to get you a house within the next 5 years and you want to be real tight, real disciplined with your money, do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm as I'm saying this, I'm just thinking out loud as well. Because I know for a fact I felt like I should have this and I should have that by now. But I rushed it, and that's why uh I rushed it. Now I have to deal with the consequences of me rushing. You know what I mean? So I have to deal with it. Whatever that may be, whether it's um some money that I messed up, or maybe it's some money that I owe now that I'm in debt because I rushed something instead of taking my time and writing out a plan on instead of I just rushed it. So I have to deal with whatever comes with that. Whatever consequence comes with me rushing, I have to deal with it. That's just me being a man, me being an adult. We all make mistakes. So don't ever feel like you gotta have everything figured out. That's one thing that I had to learn. You ain't gotta have everything figured out. It's other people that I didn't talk to. They said they struggling too, but they get up and they go to work every day. The bills gonna get paid. I ain't sitting on my ass. You know what I'm saying? When you sit on your ass and you ain't, putting in the work, and next thing you know, you get a um eviction notice on your door because you sitting on your ass. That's what you earn because you're not putting in the work. So I'm putting in the work. You know what I mean? So that's why I just say if y'all haven't seen me in a minute, I'm putting in this work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come holler at y'all when I can. And like I say, if y'all watch this, man, I appreciate everything, man. I'm just let everybody know we all human at the end of the day. Don't let the internet, don't let your girlfriend, don't let your boyfriend, don't let nobody speed up your process. Take your time. Um, and like number one thing, nothing happens overnight. Take your time. It might take years for you to get your shit together. Like I say, so if you got a partner that feel like, hey, I want this, I want that, I want this right now, and you moving too slow, and they feel like you have to have this right now, then hey, let them walk. Let them walk. You know, you might be better without them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people can be there and they hold you back from what you really can do and who you really are. Some people can change you. You know what I mean? A lot of especially when you in relationships, you want to be laid up with your girl, you want to be Mr. Smooth Operator, you trying to get you some pussy and shit like that. Sometimes you gotta be like, man, I don't want no pussy today. And I know that's easier said than done when it's right there in your face. You like, damn, that shit look good. But sometimes you gotta just let me just talk to my woman about goals. What's the plans for the future and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just without sex. Just, go celibate for a while. Just get your thoughts together. Write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, nigga, like sometimes you gotta get away from your comfort zone. If you know that at the end of the day I didn't work my 8 hours, I know my girl at the house, I'm about to go lay up with her. Sometimes you gotta find something else to do. Maybe go to the gym before you go home. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing the same routine, going to go lay down, oh, I'm about to wait. I had my 8 hours, she did her 8 hours, we about to lay up for the rest of the day. Go find another way to make some money. Go find another hobby to do. You know what I'm saying? Rather it's some, like I said, some arts and crafts, some go work out, uh, you know, do something. You know what I'm saying? Just get your change up the routine. You can't keep doing the same thing every day. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if you write down a plan and you sitting there laid up with your girl, or you drinking with the fellas every day, you playing your game every day, you cheating yourself out from getting where you really want to get to. So that's why I say we gotta execute everything, man. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go work an extra day, go work that extra day. You know what I'm saying? Your girl gonna be there. Your dude gonna be there. You gotta focus on you, because at the end of the day, God forbids that your partner can die tomorrow. Your person can die. He could die tomorrow, or y'all could break up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And what you gonna do? You life still gonna go on. Them bills gonna keep coming. You gotta focus, man. You really gotta focus. You gotta cut distractions. So if you know you be on the phone all damn day with your girl, waiting for her to get off work, you gotta be like, hey babe, call me when you get to the house. I'm about to take a nap, or I'm about to read this book, or I'm about to do a podcast. Hey, I'm about to go to the gym, babe. I'm gonna call you when I get done with this. Find something else to do instead of just sitting there laid up on the couch, holding the phone 9 times out of 10, holding the phone or just talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place, but it's a time and place like, hey man, I'm gonna call you back. I'm about to talk about some business, or it's time for me to brainstorm. When you always around your girl or your homies and shit like that, it's gonna feel like you're not accomplishing something. So you got to be able to disappear sometimes, or you got to be like, man, I'm gonna hit y'all up later. Go in. You ain't got to be out. Definitely. The summertime coming up, everybody gonna want to be out all night drinking and, go home. Go home. All right, I didn't kicked it outside for 3-4 hours. I'm about to go in the house. 5 o'clock. The sun's still out. Let me go sit on my balcony, read a book or some shit like that. It's okay. You gotta be able to, focus on something, on the bigger picture, man. I'm trying to tell. Just as I'm telling y'all, I'm learning from what the fuck I'm saying to y'all. And that's weird though. But hey, but look, man, I ain't about to be here all night because, like I said before, I gotta go to work tomorrow. So I ain't gonna be here much longer. I'm about to go take a nap. I done already showered up, got my clothes ready for the next day, and like I said, I'm just hoping to see what tomorrow brings, and I hope it brings nothing but peace, prosperity, and I hope the same for you. But like I said, this is episode 11. I am your host, Arlon Brumfield, aka King Lonnie, and we out of here. Till next time.